welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
So last time you saw us, we were going to pick up our new off-road caravan, and then we went missing for a few months.
Our last video, I don't even think we mentioned the name or the make of the caravan or anything. So in this video, I think we'll be able to elaborate a bit more on exactly what we have and the things we've done to it.
Yeah, so the last few months we've spent just going over it, making it our own and making it ready to tour Australia again. So let's go through it.
When we got our caravan, it was fully right to go, ready to travel Australia in, but there was a few things that we really wanted to change just to make it our own and just to make our life easier when we're, you know, full-time living in it.
Yeah, I think any caravan that's set up for touring is fine, but then there's also set up for it being a home.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to alter. So let's go through our new home.
Righto guys, so our caravan is a Halen van. It's a 2012 model. Halen Vans are just a small custom made caravan manufacturer in Victoria. I think they've only made about 200. And this actually is the second one ever produced. So we've got number 2, Halen van. It's full off-road, it's got airbag, Cruisemaster airbag suspension, which was retrofitted in 2015. And yeah, that's one of our favorite parts of this caravan. It's so good to use, so easy to level. It's a 20'8", so it's definitely bigger than our last caravan, which was in the 17 feet size. Take you guys around the outside and I can show you everything about it. On the far side, we've got our Weber slide out there, shower. We've never had that before. It's exciting stuff in there, so that's the other side of the fridge. We'll show you that later. Hot water service, loo, this rear bar, so it's been enclosed so it can just be a timber carrier for firewood and stuff like that, any random loose items, which is cool. One of the first things we did was mount our tinny trailer bracket on here. So that folds up and mounts on the back here. I know what everyone's gonna say in the comments about weight, that's fine. We've got our awning that we found out how to work. We're not very good with awnings. We've got some past bad history. Outside cooking, so we've just got this little 2-burner stove here. That's been really good to use. We didn't have any form of outside cooking except for the barbecue before. And now I've really been enjoying cooking outside. So it's a good addition. Just this little outside area. I think we're gonna get an induction little cooktop because we've got some power out here. Potentially have an air fryer, a kettle out here. That is all thanks to our big battery system. Well, it's not that big compared to the ones going out these days, but it's so much bigger than what we have. So 360 amps of iTech World lithium, which we're, haven't had before. So we're really excited to be able to have so much power on tap at all times. So it's really good. We have done a few modifications to this as well. We've added an external solar input for our 300 watt folding solar blanket. We've also got 750 watts of solar on the roof already. We've got a 30 amp DC to DC charger, a 30 amp MPPT charger, and a 60 amp AC charger as well too. Another big mod that we've done to the caravan is put this big hunk of metal on the front. So it used to have a small checker plate toolbox and a stone guard. The small toolbox was fine. It wasn't doing anything. It didn't have anything in it. And obviously we travel with the tinny, so wanted somewhere nice and safe and secure to put our outboard. So we thought we were being pioneers of the industry and putting a canopy on the front, but some manufacturers already do that, turns out. So yeah, we'll show you this. It's 700 wide, which fits in perfectly. And we're going to be putting our outboard motor in there and on a slide. And we're going to just put some dirty gear in there too, so we're not putting it in the car or the caravan. Things like, you know, a spare toilet cassette or dirty like mats and stuff like that. I'll come show you the other side because we've also done some work on that Obviously we had our gas bottles on the front, so we did have to relocate them. Another thing we did, it's obviously a car mod, but it definitely helps towing the caravan. So we installed some Airbag Man airbags, and I've got the dual paddle control and a screen, which has just been a game changer. Really helped with the handling of the car and caravan, just getting the front down a bit, the rear up and the front down. It's really helped with the handling. When we did SA last year, and we didn't have airbags, our front tires got absolutely shredded. This is a really good addition just to help the car and caravan. So our gas bottles did used to live on the drawbar, so putting this canopy on here, we had to relocate them. So this has all been done by a gas plumber. And we've just gone for the one, and we'll be able to have a spare. We'll carry a small spare one just to swap out and in an emergency. And we've got a little bit of space in there as well too. The compressor for the airbags lives in this front boot as well, and that's got some storage in there too. Another mod that we've done and we're really excited about is this stone stomper as well too. So it's fixed back here, and we also got these extended brackets just to push it out wide and fix it to the front of the canopy there too. Boss jockey wheel, that's been a game changer as well.
Welcome inside. So you come through the door here and we have a very old school wood caravan, which we love. But we have changed a few things since getting it. And I guess firstly, if we look straight here, we swapped out, we had a blue couch material and we've swapped it for this brown leather, just to modernize it, make it look nice, be happy in our space. If you come through this way, we then have, oh here we are, we then have our ensuite. So washing machine, toilet, vanity and shower through that side there. In our last caravan we had a combo shower toilet, which we never had issues with. The only thing I can say that's better about the difference is not getting your feet wet if you've got to go to the toilet after a shower. Coming through to our kitchen, so we've got a full oven and then a stove top. I guess the big debate, do you need an oven? We always use our oven, but we weren't going to bring our Weber this time around because we found that we don't use the Weber and we use the oven. We also have 2.5 skylights throughout. So we've got the big one here, one through the bathroom there, and then also down here, our favorite feature, our fantastic. So this is meant to be rain censored, but that only works sometimes, and then other times it just randomly opens and closes itself. But it is a fan that either can work as an exhaust fan or bring air in. It is going to go for a dust suppression fan, but it is cool. And then over this side, so this is probably the biggest job that we have done, and I say we, but Josh has done. So we had a 3-way fridge in here, which the gas was not working when we were off grid. So we have got a home inverter fridge and taken out the whole old fridge, replaced it with this home inverter fridge, which runs off what we've put in here. So under this couch here, we then have a 400 watt inverter, which is constantly on and running that fridge. We haven't fully tested it, obviously depending on the weather, and we are in summer at the moment where it's been quite a lot of high 30-degree days, and it, you know, the fridge comes on and off, but I think generally maybe 3 or so amps an hour that fridge is currently taking, and it is bigger, so it's we haven't even taken the stickers off yet, So it's a 283 litre fridge, and we had a 225, which is big in caravan fridges anyway. And all we've done is use these child locks up the top here to put them in. We haven't yet finished the installation, but you can see, so it's bracketed in at the back where Josh would have showed you sort of that back area. So we have enclosed that, and this is all bolted in through there. And then at the front here, we're just putting these black metal pieces. And then down the end here, we have a, I believe, queen size bed, but they've got a double mattress. So the mattress does just move around. And we have our inverter down here. So we have a 3000 watt iTech World inverter, and then the chargers. When we got the caravan, it had a 1800 watt inverter. So it ran everything but this air conditioner, which we obviously wanted our AC to run. So we bought the 3000 watt, and as soon as we plugged it in, that worked. So obviously it was already wired up. We are so impressed with Halen Vans and the build quality of this van. It is obviously now 13 years old, and it's so fantastic, the quality of the build, and then just, it has things that caravans only now are coming out with. So we're absolutely wrapped, and getting it at a much more affordable and realistic price. It was never in our budget to afford a brand new 6-figure caravan. So for us to get this off-road van with everything we could possibly need, we are absolutely wrapped with. We also have 320 litres of water underneath the van. So I guess what was so important for us with this new van and getting it right is when we leave again, currently we're getting this sorted, I am now working full-time and going to be working remotely. So this will be my new office. We have not travelled for 3 years with Starlink, so something new will be Starlink. And I guess if anyone has any tips for us, I see the new Starlink Mini is out, whether that is the same coverage, better coverage, the 12 volt connection, because it is going to have to be connected 8 hours a day. So we've already got booked about a month. I think our plan is 2-3 months on the Ningaloo coast this winter, and the Gibb River, really focusing on WA because it's been 3 years and we haven't got there yet. So our plan is a lot of remoteness, but obviously working. So being able to have all the water, because water is what keeps you off grid the longest. And then obviously being able to run our aircon while I'm sitting in here for 8 hours a day working will just be fantastic. So it's a quick overview of our new caravan and our new home.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys got some little tips and tricks that we were able to share with you, and just some new ideas.
And obviously if anyone, as I said, can give us any Starlink tips, that would be fantastic. I guess for now we have to leave this with saying that the Land Cruiser is going. As of tomorrow, Toyota have a lot of warranty work to do on this car. And I guess it's one of the biggest things that people talk about is 70 series and rust.
Yeah.
After a long battle with Toyota, we have got them to accept a rust claim, and the Land Cruiser is going in to get resprayed.
Yeah, they ended up, you know, not even covering everything. Do have to pay some of it out of pocket.
We've got a whole separate video on that process and how it all went, which will probably be the next one once we get the car back and we can go over everything for it. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please comment, and we will catch you guys in the next video.
Thank you.